Hi Dollar Divas, welcome to Behind the Vanity. I'm Jessica. So today is my November Empties video, and every time I get this spot right here, I always think how quick the month has gone by because it literally feels like I just did one, but I'm gonna skip that whole spiel because I say it every single time. So I have already done my very first Dollar Tree Empties, and it is for the month of October and November, so I'll have it linked down below if you're interested in seeing that, as well as my Empties playlist linked down below for every Empties video I've ever done since I've started my channel. So yeah, without any further chit chat, let's just go ahead and get into today's video. So the first one, and I only have half of this container. I guess I threw out the top half, but it is the bottom half to my O'Keeffe's Working Hands. Of course, you know, if you know me, I cut open pretty much everything. And so I love the O'Keeffe's Working Hands hand cream. I kind of have one everywhere, in my purse, at work, where I sit, in the living room. Love it, love it, love it. I'm actually right now using the CVS generic called Laboring Hands, and I really love it as well. I always go back to it. Love the chapstick. Love me some O'Keeffe's, so this is a staple of mine. So yeah, just used up another one, and I've got a couple of them around the house as we sit here. So speaking of O'Keeffe's, you know me, I love my chapstick, and I love my O'Keeffe's chapstick in particular. And this is just the regular unscented lip balm, lip repair lip balm. Comes in the orange container. They recently changed their packaging. I also purchased the one with SPF in it as well, and I think I've got one of those in my purse. I've taken to buying these on Amazon. I'll buy like 3 or 4 at a time on Amazon, and because they're a little, I don't always know where I can find them in the store, and I don't always want to go to Walmart to get the 2-pack. So I've just taken to buying this on Amazon, and I do have some backups because I stocked up a couple of months ago. So I always have this, have one in my purse. I have one in my beach bag for when I use my pool. I have one where I sit in the living room next to my Working Hands hand cream. Love, love, love my chapstick, and this is a staple of mine. Then another thing that I love, again, you've seen this many times in my empties, it's the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In for Blondes. So I've gone through several of these, and this is my favorite one. I've tried just about all of the varieties of these leave-ins. This is my favorite. Love the way it smells. It has like a soft smell, and it's tinted slightly purple. And honestly, I would use this one even if my hair wasn't blonde. It just feels so nice. Of course, when it gets kind of low and it won't spray, I tip it upside down and use everything I can. I don't always purchase it right away, but I always will repurchase it at some point. And I either get it at Ulta, but sometimes I'll get it at CVS too, and I'll get some coupons. And right now I'm actually using, let me show you. I was at Sally's, and I just wanted to give this a try. It's the generic value products that they have at Sally's. It's like the generic hair care products. This is a leave-in conditioner. It says compared to It's a 10 Miracle Leave-In. And so this is what this looks like. And this is a dupe for the original one of these. So it smells identical. Actually, it reminds me, I used to work at a tanning salon, and we used to sell these tanning creams that were by a brand called Designer Skin. Uber expensive. These tanning lotions were so expensive, and like literally the most expensive one that they had at the time, I'll try to put a picture up if they have a picture still of this lotion, was called Spellbound. It had silicone in it. It was like the silkiest, softest tanning lotion, and this reminds me of it. It smells just like it in my memory, and people used to say that lotion smelled like some perfume. And I can't remember the name of it, but anyways, if you've ever used that tanning lotion back in the day, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, the verdict's still out on this. I don't know if I like it as much as this, but I think this was like $10. It was about half the price. So I am using that now, and I'll let you know what I think what the final verdict is. But yeah, so I have not repurchased this yet because I'm trying something new, but I do always go back to this. Then I used up a deodorant, and I pretty much just use the same thing all the time. It's just the Suave, and this is the Fresh scent, and it's an antiperspirant deodorant. Of course, it says it's an anti-staining, invisible solid, and has 48 hours protection, cruelty-free. What more could you want? It's cheap. It works fine for me. It smells fresh. I think I often buy them in a 2-pack at CVS. So I get them real cheap. I've already got my backup. It's my go-to. I don't really see any real reason to change. I have been using spray deodorant like to freshen up, I think by Dove, but pretty much I use this most of the time. Then I just use that to like freshen up, like if I need to. So anyways, really, really love this stuff. It's my staple. It's always in my empties. So I got a couple more products and they are hair products. So I remember when I first saw this product years ago, it was from Big Sexy Hair. It was that volumizing powder. I think it was called Powder Play or something like that. And then other brands started coming out with versions of it for less money, you know, like your Got2B's. There was another brand or two I could purchase for much less money. This one is by Got2B, or by Schwarzkopf, however you say it. And this is the Volumaniac. It's a bodifying spray powder. The cool thing about this one is versus coming in the little shaker, this one had like a spray. So I went to go buy some more and I haven't been able to find it by this brand. I don't know if they stopped making it. I need to check the internet is what I need to do. But I broke down and bought the Big Sexy Hair. But of course it comes in the little shaker. So I think what I'm gonna do is save this container and pour it into here because I really liked the ability to spray it onto my roots rather than try to pour the powder and then you do too much and it ends up in one spot and you waste it. So I'm gonna be saving this container and I'm gonna check the internet because I would love to repurchase this particular one, even without the spray bottle because I'm gonna keep this, but this was so much less expensive than the Big Sexy Hair. So this has been in my empties before when it was in the old packaging. But yeah, like I said, I want to try to find it less expensive because I do, these volumizing powders, if you've never used one, they are amazing, especially for me where I wear like hair pieces. It helps me just get a lot of volume toward the front of my hair and cover up the root of the wig and all that kind of stuff. So love this stuff and really particularly loved this one with the packaging. And I don't notice a difference in quality between the Big Sexy Hair and the cheaper versions I've tried. And the last product I have is something I've used once before. This is just a different shade. So recently to do my roots, I have been using a high lift dye. And so I used this in, I don't know what the shade was. I think it was in my last empties. It was like a golden blonde or something like that. Well, this one here was the ash blonde. So what it is, it's the L'Oreal Excellence High Color Highlights. It's a one-step high lift hair color and it's for dark hair only. Of course, my roots grow in dark, so I've been using this. And I've been using it with, I believe, a 40 volume developer. And I thought I liked the other shade better because I do love a warmer blonde hair for myself personally because I'm warm skin toned. I don't need no ash or anything cool toned hair wise. The first couple days I had this, my hair had a little bit of a purple gray cast, and now it is completely leveled out and it's just the perfect shade of like a champagne blonde. So I think I'm gonna stick with this color. I really do. I did have a Dollar Diva ask me what hair color I used, and this was it. This was the brand, and they do have a couple shades. And of course you use hair color at your own risk, and I take a lot of risk with my hair. But yeah, this was what I had used that particular time, and it was my first time using a product like this. So I'm gonna stick with it. The next time I do my roots, I may pull it through a cap and do some highlights, but I'm gonna do this every so often as well. If I ever even do that again, I don't know, it's a whole lot of work. And I'm really enjoying this. It's just so much easier than pulling it through the cap, doing the bleach, doing the toner. With this one here, actually when I used the other shade, the more golden shade, I did it and then I toned my hair. With this, because it was ash, I didn't bother toning because my hair would have really come out like purple gray. So this was like the easiest it's been for me to be blonde in ever. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this product. Buy it at Sally's. And actually I think when I bought this one, I actually bought two, so I have a backup. And for what I do with my hair where I touch up my roots, one is enough. One tube of it is enough for me with the recommended developer. So I have been loving this. So I hope you enjoyed yet another Empties, my November 2021 Empties. And yeah, it's a little sad this month. It's a little thin, but sometimes that's what happens when you have a really good month. And hopefully I'll use up a bunch of stuff in December. So I will have a Dollar Tree Empties. If it's a really good December, maybe I'll do one in January, but if not, that might not be done until February. But of course I am hoping in January to have a December Empties. So fingers crossed, hopefully I will use up a good amount of product. over the next month and have a really good New Year January empties. And I will be doing for sure, I have been saving all of my makeup that I have used up, all of the empties. And so I will be doing like an end of the year makeup empties for 2021, in which I show you all of the makeup that I used up this year. So definitely stay tuned for that as well. Hoping to have that up as we near the end of the month or so. If not, maybe the very, very beginning of January of next year. So definitely be on the lookout for those if you love Empties videos. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and share this video with anyone that you know that enjoys Empties videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.